So was it expected that there might be some remnant seeps around this area?
Not to this size, as far as I know, but
Other one.
because we've seen some little ones as we've come along, but nothing like this.
Yeah, it's big.
A lot of debris here.
Yeah, I saw two cans, or is that the same can?
No, that's a different one. There's a whole bunch.
Oh, there's
another one?
There's a whole bunch.
Might be
Some
from the same
fishing trip
pack.
took place over here. Yeah, 6-pack.
Well, we are going up a canyon because there's a bottle right there.
Oh.
And so we could, you know, they probably just all rolled down into the base of this canyon.
Huh.
And we are close to shore, really.
Oh my God, there's
So
a lot
people-
of cans here.
There really are.
But we could do a commercial for each one.
Let's not. Let's talk about how people should not do this. Let's do an infomercial, not a commercial.
We could do a study on whether there's more Coke or Pepsi cans, but I'll bet you there's more beer cans than anything.
Yeah. And I think you probably have enough data collected that you
anthropological
could
study.
do that study.
Yeah, Di, she actually did a paper on marine debris, and she had the different well, most of it's just cans, but I would say 50% of the time like that, you can ID them, some of them you can't. So.
Yeah, and I think unfortunately, you know, these are pieces of trash that will not degrade for a long, long time. So 100 years from now, when we're using some other technology to survey the seafloor, they will still be there. Don't
That's
mean
true.
to be a Debbie Downer, but just like, come on, people.
But I will say one thing: the people who throw bottles over at Catalina, you get little blennies and things that live in them.
Oh,
So
yeah?
they do use them as homes. Oh, there's a
So
poacher
they've
we just
become
went over right there.
habitat.
They do.
Little niche
Everything
complexity.
becomes habitat.
Yes. Yes, eventually. But still, let's try and use the natural habitat as a source of dwelling.
Yes.
Yeah. But I hear what you're saying.
That's one of the goals of a lot of scuba divers in Catalina is when they find bottles, they collect them because many times clams will go in them and stick their siphon out, and then they'll grow too big. So you have a natural clam in a bottle when you clean it out and take it back. So they clean up, like there's debris right there.
Yeah.
So they clean it up, but they're also looking for cool things when they come out. So sometimes
That
they get
upset
thrown
all-
away into landfills, or sometimes they go up on a shelf as something cool. But definitely the diversity of habitats as we're going through. All the little rock and the shells are basically gone, and now we're back to urchins. Okay, that's 2 spots and high eyes, Lisa. What's that one?
Sorry, I was not paying attention. 2 spots and say that again. Oh, I know.
Two-
I know. Big eyes. Split nose.
Yeah, if it was
No?
if it was a rockfish, I was talking about the flatfish, but that's okay.
Oh, the longer fin is a Rexel.
Ah, that was good. It didn't have a long fin. You might see this on the White Cliffs of someplace. White Cliffs of Dover. Come on, I'm trying to give it away, but oh well.
Oh, ha ha ha.
I'm an easy teacher, so I give you the answer.
The London Soul. No, I know what you meant.
Yeah, flatfish are pretty difficult, actually. There's only a few that you can really pull out from video.
Just
But maybe
as an
we'll get to see it
update for
again.
you guys here, there is just a line in Argus cam, so we're just trying to mitigate this situation. If you don't see us make any forward way, that's what's happening.
And I would rather have you do that than getting caught.
Roger that.
I think you would too. Oh, and you found a boulder.
Oh, yes.
That looks like a free span.
Yeah.
You get a sense of what depth it's at.
Not
It's
terribly.
obviously above me and below you.
Yeah.
Do you want to come off bottom after this? And
We'll just move a
minimize your
little bit
delta.
away from it.
yeah. I just don't want to
Yeah,
move.
we're not on transect,
No.
so.
Yeah, I just don't want to move the tether into it.
Yeah, we'll back up away from it, go up a little bit in slope, and then, oh, it looks like it's
Should be good.
What's
gonna
this
come up
here?
on the delta. That's our tether there, I think. I'm right under, yeah.
Perfect.
You wanna come up on the delta there, Kim? We
Yep.
can stretch it to like 27 or so. And we'll just keep backing the ship up.
Yep. There's still 15 meters left in this move.
Roger that. Not seeing where it's anchored though, so that's interesting.
Great catch, Jeff.
I'll take out this raft once I get us a little bit further away. Okay. So yeah, Ben, so we'll, since we're backing up nicely, we'll kind of go upslope a little bit from it.
That's perfect.
I believe it was kind of more downslope from us. Would you agree with that, Kim?
Yeah, I think keep an eye on it, that's all.
Sorry?
Keep an eye out for it.
Roger
Yeah.
that.
I'm
Shit's,
thinking 350 to go up on it.
350?
Due north or 350 or something like that.
Sure. 350 would be conservative.
Yep.
All this debris here.
So Kim and Jessica, how do you detect the line in the water? Is that through visual or is it through sonar?
It's all visual for us, yeah.
Okay.
You're rapid.
Oh, there's more line here. Wow.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Look at all this. Maybe let's get our bearings as to which way we want to move.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it now from the channel 2. So, and you can also now see it also on channel 1.
Yeah, so this might be a different line.
This is south of us.
Can we just go vertically and then move 50 meters, something, get far away from it?
Yeah, we're gonna assess as to what we wanna, how we wanna make sure the vehicles are safe. All right. So this is at 150. The other one.
Did we mark the other line?
I have them 2 marked. So this one's right south of us, right? Yep.
Yeah.
And this one's. So it's on this.
Can you zoom in a little bit?
Yeah. Oh, shoot. So it's like this. I'm wondering if we should just keep Argus and Herc close and come up and then just descend back down. I'm thinking just, I can't imagine this extends all the way over here. So if we wanted to just go north, like 50, 100 meters out.
Yeah, maybe 50 meters up. We can keep an eye on it. I like
Yeah.
that. Do you think that's a good one? And I'll just stay stretched out right underneath you with the high
Would you
delta.
want to, yeah, I'm just worried that you're going to hit something above us. So I don't know.
This one looks horizontal, which is nice.
Yeah,
The other one, if you zoom back in there a bit,
that one was raised. Yeah, more so.
that one was raised, and that was at, yes,
It's northeast of us, but I didn't see the full extent.
I didn't see the float, so maybe if we go a little bit kind of northwest, a little bit, and we'll keep a high delta, jump over these things, then come back down on the water
Are you
column.
thinking like this? Northwest? Northwest. Okay, yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's good.
Is that, do you agree with that, Kim?
Hop over this.
Yeah. So if we go a little northwest, then we'll avoid it. Sort of, it looks like it was northeast of us.
My main concern is like the
Yeah. Mhm. Okay.
all right, so if you want to look 045 and then, yeah, just come off bottom and hopefully,
That makes sense to me.
we all good?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I'm going to hold position until we're well off bottom and know what we're doing.
Crisscross lines.
Yeah. Applesauce.
I'll look up a little bit in the water column. All right.
So you want to keep your delta high or low?
We're going to keep our delta very high.
To keep it taut. Okay.
And then it looks like we'll probably be moving kind of northwest. Once we acquire this. What's the distance to it?
To the fishing gear, it's not that far. It's 30 meters is that target.
Okay.
So
30 meters, Kim. I think actually maybe we can just kind of start lateraling up since we probably don't want to go and reacquire it since we're off a bit now.
it's
Do you agree?
yeah. Oh, yeah, I'd be hesitant to approach it. But if we avoid it, yeah, like 330 or something. You, I mean, I could do a little. I wonder if you just want to explore to your. All right. I'm just going to do. Yeah, I'll just do. Yeah, it's. Should be almost due east to you, 080. I haven't done anything to change that. Let me zoom in. Ah, give me 1 second. Yeah, you should be very close to it, so. Should be 10 meters, now almost 070. So you're going, I would, you might be going too south of it, so I would just stop. Grab. See it? An Argus cam? Okay. So which way is it running? It's running, yeah, it stopped. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be low for a while. I just almost, I almost went, yeah, I think, do you want to come up and hop over it? Is that the plan? Okay. Yep, definitely. Just make sure. I just want to make sure. Well, I don't want the tether. Yeah.
I'm back. Can anybody hear me?
Yeah, we can hear.
Oh, good. All right. Well, hello. We just basically lost all the scientists for a while. Now we're back.
Tom, if you can just stand by while our pilots are figuring out this line situation, that would be great.
Yep. Yes.
Hey, Science Ashore, just as an update, we're just jumping over the line now. It's free floating in the water, so we had to assess for a bit. So it might be another few minutes, just as an update.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm going to do another 3-0. Yeah, so we're going to land about 60 meters east of where we were. So that's going to be right on the bottom of this ridge. So for the last 30 minutes of the dive, Science, I don't know if you guys want to just go directly up this slope, kind of maximize our verticality and our kind of distance in that direction, or if you just want to keep on the AK.
No, I would say let's just shoot straight up, and that way we can hit the most diversity and habitats possibly.
Great. Okay.
All right, so we're pretty much
Ready to
pretty good now. Want to come on down? Roger, coming down.
guess it's like where there are rockfish.
Where there are rockfish, there is a fishing industry.
You know? That's what the beer cans
That is true. I hear you.
All right. All right, so let's go ahead and get back on our track.
Yeah, so we're just going to go upslope. So let's look at the meso for a second, make sure.
Yes, I'm facing around 090. So slope will be...
Should be due north. But
It might just be a local feature too.
yeah, let's go, let's just go 010 for, yeah, let's go 010.
Okay, so straight up slope.
Yep.
Roger that.
I'm just going to do 30 to start, or 20 even.
Sure. And I'm going to actually get in front of Argus a bit.
Yeah, I'll wait.
So stand by one.
And we won't be transecting. We'll just be covering distance and stopping for sampling.
Sweet.
Roger that. So I'm going to just come under you a little bit and come in front of you there.
More shells.
Isn't that beer can just where we left
I
it?
know, right? Yeah, we should be like 100 meters almost from that last.
These people were very prolific. All right, Ben. Ready for you.
Okay, 010.
Yep. Sure thing.
Well, I'm glad you guys didn't get caught.
We're glad too.
Yeah, we are.
It ruins everybody's day.
Indeed. Marley, you want to come full wide on the HD real quick? Just make sure I'm setting you guys up for a good form. All right, you can go ahead and push back in.
Okay.
Thank you.
Just let me bring us a little east based off the slope now.
Okay. Science, is there anything that we want to keep a particular eye out for, or is this just pretty much to get a visual survey?
Yeah, basically, if we have certain things to sample, but if we don't come across rocks, I think we're just going to be cruising up the slope.
Roger. We'll keep an eye out for rocky outcrops on the sonar.
Yeah, we can, there's no magic in going straight up. We can go left or right if we do see an outcrop.
Roger that. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to bring us 030 next. Just
Sure.
get the slope. Here we go.
It's a giant rubber band.
Sounds like that rocky outcrop really continues too much. Kim, would you mind bringing your head to 030? Thank you. Sorry, Science, were you calling us?
No, she was just talking.
Oh.
Roger.
Can we look at this white coral?
Sure. All right, Marley, go ahead. Let's go ahead and start to zoom in. Get a study. All right, Marley, go ahead.
Yeah, what's that on it?
It's a cat shark egg case.
Oh. Whoa.
Sorry.
Looks like the same Caligorgia, just very vertical, and I think that egg case might be intertwined with some of the branches holding them together.
Is this a potential sample, Science, or are you guys okay if I move on?
We can move on, yes.
Roger that. Come wide, Marley. All right, driving ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to do 040 even.
Stand by 1 moment. Roger.
Yep.
Roger that. Thank you, Kim. Go for 0, Roger.
Yep. Just 20 meters. Gets a little.
Not too many corals or sponges.
Hey, Science. So in order to get to beyond deck in about a little less than an hour, it will take us about 25 minutes to the top given our current depth, and then between 10 to 15 minutes for recovery. So we only have about 10 more minutes of bottom time, just to keep you informed.
Roger that. We'll just keep going up slope and see if we find anything interesting.
Roger.
Is this long nose skate?
Oh,
Woohoo!
so they're trying to go, instead of going to the waypoint, they've changed their mind and they wanted to go just straight up the slope for the last couple of minutes.
So I'm looking at the meso, not at the map as much here. So in the meso 040 is right.
I guess we're just trying to just keep on the local features for the high rises.
Yeah, I mean, it's bringing us essentially, you see that we're on this, the strike of this is not, you know, we're on one side of this outcrop. So this is bringing us up this way. So I can bring us further.
There he goes. She goes. Sorry. Another octopus.
Yeah.
Yes, we're not going anyplace. Let's zoom in on the octopus. We'll get a pretty picture for it.
Yeah, sure thing.
Hovering.
All right, Marley, go ahead.
Changed its texture.
Got big. It's doing
Wow.
everything it can. Siphoning out some stuff.
Looks like it has its eyes closed too, like the bright light.
Right.
That's good. Thank you.
Sure thing. Go ahead and come wide, Marley.
Can relax now.
It's one of the Sebastomus rockfish with the 5 white dots. It's actually just a group of 10 in the Sebastomus subgenus, but I would venture to say it was a Sebaceous simulator. A pink rose rockfish.
So you were used to doing ID work based off video and imaging?
I do both, but mostly I haven't trawled in years, so most of my stuff's been trying to match what we see in a trawl or on deck with what we see underwater, because they change colors all the time.
Oh, right.
Like these rockfish will come up and be just solid red instead of having patterns. So it's trying to figure out, you try to figure out what they look like underwater to what they look like on the surface. And it's using, like, for the split nose, where it has the split nose. What was that?
Oh, no, you're all good.
Oh, I thought you saw something.
No, you're all good.
So you want those features that aren't transient features, like a nose.
Yeah, so like a split nose rockfish, if you can see the split nose underwater, then you can get the pattern of that fish.
Right.
So something that won't change when they come on deck. And there's still a bunch of species that we don't know.
Yeah.
Mostly northern species where there's just not as much work done. But when we were up in Olympic Coast, trying to look for the elusive yellowmouth rockfish, which we have no pictures from it underwater.
Oh, right. Saw that in the dive plan.
Yep.
What made it so important?
Well, that's the reason. I mean,
Yeah.
the only really diagnostic way is for it to open its mouth and you see the yellow.
Right.
But haven't seen the odds that it really happening too much. If you want to zoom in for a pretty picture, we could do that right here.
Sure.
Who is that, an electric ray up there in the
Upper left.
Go ahead, Marley.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
torpedo ray?
Wow.
Yeah, we can take a look at that. A little wider, and we can frame it up with the crab.
Oh, and
Great.
another egg
And if
case.
you want to, yep. And if you want to take the lasers off for the picture.
Okay, sure thing. Kim, would you mind turning the lasers off, please?
Do we know what kind of crab this is?
King crab.
The one is the California spiny crab or king crab. The one that has all the spines on it. The other one, I can't even remember the name, so I'm not going to take a shot. It's not a fish, so I don't know.
All right, Marley, go ahead and come wide.
A gentleman's answer.
Well, it's actually really amazing. Oh, I think the torpedo ray left.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's still there. He's still there. I see his tail. So if it clears up, we can look at him.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
But there's a lot of experts that won't venture a guess from video.
Marley, can you zoom
Yeah,
in?
well, it's such a different thing. That's why I kind of asked.
Yeah, I usually, when I do it, I will give a percentage. Like I'll give you 100%. I know what this is.
Right. Wow, this is awesome.
Don't touch the sub or the ROV to it.
Yeah. So will they try and zap something that's in the sediments and feed that way?
Go ahead and come wide, Marley.
Typically what they do is they will swim and they know the electric fields of fish, and they will come on either side of it and just kind of envelop it a little bit. And in each wing,
Give it a hug.
each wing has like a battery pack. And so when they shoot it off, if they bend their wings down, it creates a current in between. So if they're around the fish, it knocks it out. And then they just eat it.
Wow. So they use the electric current to detect the fish, and then they use it to stun it and kill it. A different
Correct.
modality.
I don't think they necessarily kill it, but they definitely stun it and then they just eat it.
Yeah.
And it's actually a slight threat for divers around here, because at night they're out swimming trying to catch fish, because they really fish more at night, and so they're off the bottom.
Yeah.
And when they do that, if you're surfacing and you're not looking up, you could put your head right into one. And I've known a few divers who have been shocked by them underwater.
Yeah.
Actually, Ben, we're gonna pull it right now. So.
All
I
right.
think there's a researcher at Cal State Long Beach who studied them in the kelp forests, and he said he had to be careful.
Okay, science. So
Yep.
we're basically reaching our time limit here. Yeah, so pretty much is
Let's
the
bring her up.
bottom time for us.
Sounds good.
Great. All right, Ben,
Yep.
so what's going to be our
Thank
recovery
you.
heading? Our recovery heading?